back to another episode of Finances with Da-sha. What am I supposed to say? Make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button, tell your friends. We learning, we growing, all of that. So this episode we're gonna talk about my FOREX journey, like how we got to where I'm at right now. And you see, I'm in my dorm room apartment. I got a brand new mic from one of my friends, Haja. Shout out to Haja. She believes in me. Look at get a load of this one. Nah, but we're just gonna talk about how I got here. So basically during the pandemic I had my many side hustles. So I started with Robinhood, and that aspect of trading, right? And then I started wholesaling real estate, or attempting to. And I liked it, but at the same time, like, I didn't love it. You know what I mean? I still had to talk to way too many people. I don't like having to necessarily sell myself in that aspect. Like, I'm literally selling myself, where it's like, I can provide you with this, and this in this amount of time. Whereas like I get it, I'm a business major, but I wasn't selling an actual product. So I think that was a little bit hard for me. Yeah, wholesaling just wasn't for me. Too many people, too many talking, too much talking. I liked learning about it. I liked the back end of it. But it showed me that what I really want to do is get into real estate, but not that way, right? Not with that, not through that path. So with that, I had a couple of other ventures and things that I did throughout the pandemic, such as like my podcast. We had myself and my cousin, we had a podcast called Tomorrow Ain't Promised. So tap in with us today. I wish I had the mic then, but that's not the point. So basically, we had different topics each week. And so one of the weeks we talked about, finances and financial literacy in the Black community. And we had a special guest. Now, I'm cousins with my co-host, but this guy was not my cousin. More so a cousin by association, right? And basically, he was talking about how he trades Forex, and he's not a part of like multimedia, multi-level marketing, none of that. And just basically how he had his own group. So definitely heavy shout out to Brandon and, the FX Wave, FX Sway. And, he was basically telling his story about how he had gone into real estate and like wholesaling, and listen, that one had me already. I was like, okay, he's relatable, whatever. And I just kind of started doing more research, and I had known other people who did Forex. But in my head, I'm like, it's a scam. It's a scam. But it's not. It's not. Like, once you know how to do it outside of that other aspect, that other realm that most people know about. So now here we are. So that was in like June, maybe. That episode was in June. So I did my research, watched his course. I got into his course, and I can put the link in the down below. So I bought his course, and dived into that, did my research on other things, started going on like baby tips, stuff like that. And I opened up my broker account with Brandon's brokerage. And I'm like, bro, that's fire. You got your own bro, that's fire. But I had opened up my brokerage account in like August of 2021. So today it's February 2023. So we're going on like a year and a half of trading. Have I seen profit? Yes. Have I seen profit in my bank account? No. So that's kind of where I'm at right now, where it's like being able to manage those funds that I do get. And having the psychology, you always hear about psychology. But it's really important. I've done a lot of self-reflection, self-preservation, and not even just with Forex, but just my life overall. Because I think Forex teaches you a lot of different things from patience to discipline and all types of things. So currently, let's give it a solid 20 times. 20 times. Let's say I failed 20 times, right? And we'll say that's with my own blown personal accounts and then my own violations of my Forex fund accounts. And the funny thing is like, so I started dabbling in prop firms in August of 2022, so last year. Actually, I was in Antigua. I know you see the flag. I was in Antigua when I passed my first phase. The first time I passed the phase, I was in there for carnival. You know, I was like, but you know, it was short lived, to say the least. I passed it. I was excited. I was like, oh, okay, now I'm funded. Da, 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 da. That's what's up. That's obviously not the case because you got to do like the verification phase and yeah. So I ended up passing the first phase over the 8%, and then I'm like, okay, 5% is easy. What most people think, right? Oh shit. What most people think, right? And then I failed it. That was the first time, and now it's February, and I failed 17 more times, 18 more times, like 18 more times. Yeah. So obviously, I've been in the situations where I've bounced from strategy to strategy. So that's kind of like where I don't do that anymore, but that's where I'm like trying to figure out what strategy best works for me. Obviously, you see something shiny and new, and it's like, oh my gosh, 500 or not 500, 200 EMA or 50 EMA. Um, Let me go with that. Or, you know, you have your support and resistance traders and your different things. So it's really just figuring out what works for me and my personality. So that's where I'm at right now. Um, and, you know, it's been hard. It's been hard because, you know, when you follow different people's courses, it's kind of like you're learning to trade like them, right? So when I had learned how to swing trade. And now I am more on the intraday scalping kind of wave, right? And I don't mind either way, because like both, it just depends, right? On the day, on the move. But mostly I just like to be in and out because the anxiety of going up and I have high anxiety and I don't need to be any more anxious than I already am between school and Caribbean Student Association, all types of stuff. So yeah, nah, we good. So a nice little quick in and out within a day is what I like. So now I started taking another course with this guy who, let's put it like this. He started school with me, and my man's is not still in school. My man's he's skedaddled and you know is living life. And you know Forex was his path, so I'm like, okay, if he could do it, I can do it. I'm gonna graduate college because you know May's right around the corner, so I gotta finish that. But after that, my life is gonna be devoted to Forex and real estate and family, um, and my friends. My friends are my family, but you know, so a lot of the time, what I'll do is I'll take breaks here or there where it's like, okay, let me refine my strategy because the way my brain works is very much why does the market do this? Why does the market do that? So my now I've been looking at more the banks and how they move, especially when it comes to like news and stuff. And before I was like, I'm not trading news, da 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 da. And now it's starting to click. So I've been back testing. I'm in the back testing phase of that. So my goal is to start trading again next week. Um, After this week, we have like the CPI statement coming out and things like that. So I just want to keep understanding how it reacts and why it reacts the way that it does. So basically, what I'm trying to do is Okay, what I did is I printed out all of the red flags from forexfactory.com. Forex Factory is the like where you can get all of your news. So for forex related activities, forex related, all kind of economy stuff. So what I did is I narrowed it down: red flags only, U.S. dollar, and then I have some euro and GBP um, tags too. And so basically, all the red calendars, all the red folders for from January of 2022 to this month. And so basically, I'm back testing and seeing, okay, boom, what does this do? Boom, is this an order block? What is this? What is happening here? Is it rejecting off of this order block? Because the banks, obviously, the banks control everything, and I'm learning that because obviously they run the world. So, and I'm trying to get to that running the world place in my life. So yeah. I'm also working on my journaling. I'm working on all different types of things. My consistency, because at the end of the day, I want to be a 5-figure trader, a 6-figure trader, 7-figure trader. Like I want to be 6-figure days, 7-figure days. And it's gonna happen because I'm very much a believer in the power of the tongue. So what I say is gonna happen, it is already so because God already said it so. And I've also been working on like myself overall, religion, things like that, and just trying to be, the best human being I can be, so that when I accumulate those funds that I want to, get to, you know, I'm a great person. You know what I mean? I don't want to be like a bad person who's like stingy and things like that. Um, so yeah, and everything at the end of the day, everything I do is for my family, myself and my family. Like I'm not gonna be one to like count myself out because I want nice things too. Okay. Um, at the end of the day, as long as I'm on some ocean water and some sun and some beach, listen, that's all I need, and that's what forex provides for me, right? Because you can do that, you can trade forex from anywhere in the world, and I just can't see myself working for anybody outside of my parents, as I said last video. I just can't. So yeah, that's what I got for this video. We're gonna work on a lot of different things going forward. So I'm happy that y'all get to see the progression both in my trading, my video production, all types of things. You're gonna see my different hairstyles. Y'all like the retwist, y'all like the retwist. But yeah. So signing off again. Finances with Da-sha. Peace, prosperity to you and yours. All right.